Hello everyone, I am Dharmendra Pathak. In my previous video, I will describe about energy, the sources of energy like renewable and non-renewable source of energy, and also about some renewable source of energy like solar energy, wind energy. Today in this video, we discuss about alternative source of energy. We all know that the demand of energy in modern time most of the demand of energy fulfilled from fossil fuel like mineral oil, coal and natural gas. That fossil fuel is non-renewable source of energy. If continuously used for a long time in same ratio, then it will finish in near future. Or energy crisis may take place due to rapid population growth rate. Every year demand of energy increases by 2 to 5%, and therefore we have to replace that non-renewable source of energy by alternative source of energy. And we can define the source of energy which can be used in place of main source of energy or in place of conventional source of energy is called alternative source of energy. And then we describe some example of alternative source of energy. At first, we describe about alternative source of energy. Alternative source of energy can be defined as the source of energy which can be used in place of or instead of conventional source of energy. Energy or main source of energy is called alternative source of energy. Conventional source of energy is a non-renewable source of energy like fossil fuel, and alternative source of energy are renewable source of energy which never get finished. And when we develop new alternative source of energy and used in place of that non-renewable source of energy, then it help in conservation of energy, and the non-renewable source of energy found on the earth's surface becomes or last for a long time. And what are the various example of alternative source of energy? Like a wind energy can be used as an alternative source of energy, nuclear energy, biomass or biofuel, geothermal energy, tidal energy, etc. These are the common alternative source of energy. And we already described about wind energy and hydroelectricity. Here we mainly discuss about rest all alternative sources like a nuclear energy, biofuel, geothermal energy, and then about tidal energy. At first we discuss about nuclear energy. Nucleus of an atom having or possesses huge amount of energy, enormous energy. When nucleus of an atom fused or splitted, in both conditions it release energy, and we define nuclear energy as a energy obtained from nucleus of an atom is called nuclear energy, and the atom which are subjected or used to produce nuclear energy are called nuclear fuel, and the atoms used to give nuclear energy are called nuclear fuel. As for example, radioactive elements like uranium, radium, francium, rutherfordium, or plutonium, several radioactive elements are found generally in 7th period of modern periodic table contains radioactive elements, and these elements are used to produce nuclear energy, and these are called nuclear fuel. And how we obtain nuclear energy? Here, nuclear energy can be produced by nuclear reaction, or nucleus of an atom chemically react and produce nuclear energy. Nuclear reaction takes place by two ways, either fission or splitting or fusion, and therefore nuclear reaction is of two types. What are these? These are nuclear fusion reaction, or also we call it thermonuclear fusion. Nuclear fusion and thermonuclear fusion is same, because for fusion of nucleus heat energy needed or high temperature needed, therefore it is also known as thermonuclear fusion. And here we write nuclear fusion. When two or more smaller nuclei fused or mixed and form heavier nucleus, then the nuclear reaction is called nuclear fusion reaction or thermonuclear fusion reaction. And we write the nuclear reaction in which lighter nuclei or smaller nuclei fused to give heavier nucleus is called nuclear fusion reaction. And that nuclear fusion reaction is controlled reaction. It is controlled reaction or having lack of chain, or also we call it once the reaction took place then it get finished. As for example, when 4 hydrogen atoms fused at high temperature, high pressure, and it gives 2 helium atom and energy is produced. After giving energy, that reaction gets stopped and it is known as control. And that nuclear fusion reaction is used to produce nuclear weapon like atom bomb or nuclear bomb. And here we write it is used in nuclear or atom bomb or explosive like missiles are based on a nuclear, here also called here nuclear bomb or it is called hydrogen bomb. Such reaction is also known as, listen, hydrogen bomb is based on it. It gives enormous amount of heat energy. And naturally that nuclear fusion reaction takes place in the sun. After that, second type of nuclear reaction is nuclear fission. And we define it, the nuclear reaction in which heavier nucleus broken down into or splitted into lighter nuclei. It means lighter nuclei, large number of or 2 or more nucleus produced from single nucleus. Lighter nuclei, then the nuclear reaction is called then the reaction is called nuclear, already are given there, is called nuclear fission reaction. As for example, when uranium 92 uranium 235 bombarded or neutron struck on a nucleus of uranium like 0 and 1, then it gives barium nucleus and krypton nucleus is formed. That can we write 56 barium 139 plus 36 krypton, 94 and 3 neutron and energy is produced. Listen here, uranium is heavier nucleus, neutron bombarded with neutron, and here lighter nuclei of barium and krypton nucleus is formed. And in this way, along with these smaller nuclei, 3 more neutrons are produced that struck on another reactants or uranium, and in this way the reaction further continue itself or can't be controlled, and here we write it is uncontrolled and chain reaction takes place here. It is uncontrolled and chain reaction takes place. Or continue reaction is going, or reaction is going continue up to uranium is found there. It means what? Every neutron produced in that chemical reaction acts like a reactant struck with uranium and it gives energy. And mostly here atom bomb, nuclear bomb, missiles or etc are based on it. Most of the nuclear weapons which are found in different countries are based on a nuclear reaction. During 1947 AD, America dropped 2 atom bombs in Japan of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. That bomb were based on a nuclear fission reaction, like a Fat Man and another is here Little Boy. These 2 bombs were based on that nuclear fission reaction, and in this way, by both reaction, nuclear fusion and fission, both reaction we can produce enormous heat energy which can be used as a source of energy. That nuclear energy, it can be used to produce electricity by nuclear power plant. Nuclear power plant is like a furnace having thick wall that contains nuclear fuel or a reactor where a nuclear bomb exploded and heat energy produced there used to operate heat engine and generator which help to produce electricity. Next, other alternative source of energy is biofuel. Also we call it biomass energy. Biomass energy or biofuel is the energy obtained from living sources like plants and animals are called biofuel. Listen. Or several wastage of plant or a residue left over from agriculture production after harvesting, or wastage of animal, various degradable wastage of household can be used as a source of energy. That source of energy is called biofuel. Example of biofuel are wood or dry wood that obtained from parts of plant, straw, agriculture straw, hay, animals dung, etc. Or also we can write biogas. These are called biofuel. Why? Because obtained from living organism. And if parts of living organism, wastage of living organism decomposed in particular tank, then it emit gaseous fuel or gas is obtained, flammable gas is produced. That gas is called biogas. And here we write gaseous fuel obtained by decomposition of degradable wastage of plants and animals is called biogas. That biogas is important alternative, most important alternative source of energy. In our country, most of the population dependent on agriculture, and our country is agricultural country. Therefore, raw materials used in biogas plant easily available in different part, and there is high possibility of biogas plant. And how biogas is produced there? At first year, a tank or a ground is dug into tank shaped, whose upper part remains connected to the pipe or outlet, and in lower part that is divided into two chambers. Upper chamber collect gas. That gas is chemically methane, and here we can write biogas is chemically, or chemical name of that biogas is methane, or also we can write molecular formula CH4. And that tank remains connected to the garbage collector through which wastage passed or enters inside the biogas plant. That biogas plant collects slurry or degradable wastage. Degradable wastage pass through it. In tank, when degradable waste is collected, it decomposes, and after decomposition gas is produced, released. That gas can be collected. Another part of tank remains connected to the outlet, and when the gas emits through the outlet supplied in kitchen or everywhere it needs, then the left remaining part is collected as a manure, which can be used in agriculture field. And in this way biogas is important fuel. And here we write use of biogas. Here it is clean fuel. Why? Because by burning biogas, no any harmful smokes evolve. And here it is clean fuel, and renewable source of energy. Other we can write advantage is here. It help in management of solid wastage from surrounding. Third we can write here it is used for cooking and lighting purpose both. And in this way, several uses found related to biogas plant. Therefore, it is important source of energy. Next other is alternative source of energy is tidal energy. Here, question may ask that a government of Nepal should increase or encourage people for establishment of biogas plant. Give two reasons or two reasons. And what we can write for that? First reason is it is clean fuel and renewable sources. Other reason we can write it help in management of solid wastage. Other we can write Nepal is agricultural country. Therefore, raw materials used in this easily available. And due to such reason, government of Nepal encourage establishment of biogas plant in different part of country. Next other alternative source of energy is tidal energy. Tides observed in sea and ocean. Generally in sea and ocean, high tides observed. And during tides, seawater collected in a dam and then through the slope tunnel it passed to the or it reflowed towards the sea, and in the path of tunnel turbine is used. That turbine remains connected to the generator which produce electricity, and such type of electricity obtained or energy obtained from tides is called tidal energy. We define it like a energy obtained from tides of sea or ocean is called tidal energy. Listen, there is no probability or possibility of tidal energy in context of Nepal. There is no possibility of tidal energy in the Nepal, because Nepal is landlocked country far away from the sea and ocean. It is, or Nepal is landlocked country far away from the sea. And in this way we explain about tidal energy and how tidal energy utilized, that can be explained with help of diagram. And here we draw diagram that explain production of tidal energy. As for example, here tides water filled in a dam, and here we write tides water filled in dam. That dam water flooded or connected to the turbine. In the path of turbine, or in the path connected to the tunnel, and in path of turbine remains connected to the generator which produce electricity. And in this way here we write tide water collected in the dam and used to produce electricity. And in this way, listen here, we can utilize tidal energy, but in our country there is no possibility of tidal energy. Next type of energy is, or alternative source of energy is, geothermal energy. We all know that inside the earth there is huge amount of energy. Like in outer and inner core, high temperature is found. More than 3000 degrees Celsius found inside the core of the earth. And the energy obtained from heat present inside the earth is called geothermal energy. And we define it as a energy obtained from heat present inside the earth is called geothermal energy. That geothermal energy can be, or it can be obtained by, mainly that heat remains present in inner part of earth can be obtained by or near volcanic eruption. Near volcanic eruption, high temperature is found, or magma or lava flooded that carry high energy, and that heat energy used to generate electricity and geothermal energy can be utilized. Other we can write in hot water spring. In mountainous region or on higher altitude, generally hot water spring is found, or these mountains were formed by volcanic eruption, and still now inside the higher hills or inside the mountain, high temperature remains present, and when water come out through the spring of Himalaya region, mountainous region, then it possesses more amount of heat energy. That heat energy can be used to operate steam engine, heat engine, and used as a source of energy. And in this way, other way to use geothermal energy is from hot water spring. By third way, we can utilize geothermal energy by boring on the earth surface. This method is applied by developed country to produce or electricity or here to obtain heat energy of the sun. In this process, several bores are made on the earth surface in certain area, and these bores are connected to the tap water or water pipes. When water enters inside the earth, it escapes in the form of vapor, and that vapor can be used as a source of energy. And in this way, we can obtain or utilize geothermal energy. It is alternative source of energy, a renewable source of energy which never get finished and can be used in place of mineral oil or conventional source of energy. After that, we discuss about present status of energy consumption. Listen. At present in world, demand of energy fulfilled from various sources of energy. Among these all, maximum amount of energy obtained from mineral oil, about 35% needs of energy can be obtained from mineral oil. After that, second is your coal. Listen. That coal fulfill about 27% of demand of energy. Next is your biogas. That fulfill about 13% demand of energy. Hydroelectricity. It fulfill about 5% demand of energy of the world. And another source of energy which is used in developed countries is nuclear energy. And about that, 3% source of energy fulfilled from or obtained from nuclear energy. And still now it is found that most of the country depend upon non-renewable source of energy as mineral oil and coal. And if demand fulfilled, and in this way, as a whole we can write mineral oil, coal, natural gas, these all like a fossil fuel supply about 80% or fulfill demand of 80% demand of energy, and every year by 2 to 3% it is growing on. If energy ratio increase in same way or consumed in same way, then in a near future energy crisis may take place. And in the next video we discuss more about the source of energy and question related to this chapter. Thank you.